Joining us now is former veteran UFC fighter, top lightweight contender, co-host of Deep Waters on UFC on YouTube's Paramount Plus, UFC's BMF. I don't know if I can say that full name on camera there, but Jorge Masvidal here to talk about the upcoming UFC Freedom celebration. Jorge, we are so excited to have you on the show this morning. Thank you so much for being here. So how exciting is it to see such a spectacle unfold on the White House lawn? I mean, did anyone ever imagine a UFC fight card would one day take place at the White House?
Good morning, America. How are you guys?
We're doing great, doing great. Thank you.
Man, it's gonna be amazing, brother. In my whole career, I never would have thought they'd take a UFC event there. I think this will be a one and done. I don't see any other president ever probably in the history doing it. I think this is a once in a lifetime event. That's what so many athletes are trying to get on this card, because I don't see this ever happening again.
How will you be tuning in for the event? And I love you keep putting the guns up there. Yours are definitely bigger than mine, that's for sure.
I'll be watching them from Miami. Actually, I'll be streaming them live. I'll be watching from Miami with my family. My kids are gonna stay behind. I couldn't get the whole group over there with me, so I was like, you know what, we'll just watch it together. You know?
That's awesome. And as you said, this is a once-in-a-lifetime event. You have UFC President and CEO Dana White. Some concerns about the fight, especially being outside. I mean, what do you kind of make of that? I mean, fighters they're tough, so I'm sure they're prepared.
That's the one thing. Fighters are tough, and we're like 4x4s. We're all terrain. We're gonna fight if it's snow, if it's summer vibes, whatever it is, we're going to get it done. It's just going to be, a little bit more work and uncomfortable for the fighters, but I promise you that all fighters in the card are going to be preparing for all the weather possibilities. If you're worried about the heat, then train in the heat. You train outside, or you train at a certain time. You can jump in the sauna and do some of your workouts in the sauna. You could have a sauna suit on. There's a lot of ways you could adapt to the heat, so I'm not too worried about it for them.
So, Jorge, I want to get your thoughts on this. So, some musical acts pulled out of the 250 celebration, and now several A-list celebrities have reportedly declined to attend the UFC Freedom 250 event. What would you say to those who are choosing not to attend because they're worried it could be perceived as support for President Trump, as just support for a great celebration of our country?
Those are the same people that when they were handing out the vaccines, they said, yes, vaccinate, and they wouldn't speak up for nobody and say nothing. It's the same type of people that, they ain't really going hard for America, because what do you care? It's America's 250th birthday. This is a great celebration. Fighters are going to be putting it all on the line and then some. So it should just be a welcoming party, for the country, for America's birthday. Everybody should just get together and have a ball. But some people don't see it like that, There is a lot of people that I asked if they were going to attend, and they're huge fight fans. Like, nah, I'm not attending this one because, it throws mixed signals. And I think only people should be coming out here to show support for America, But whatever.
Yep, a very big American celebration. I mean, 250 years, all about this incredible country that we live in. I mean, what would you say to some of those people? And I mean, just what do you make of this whole event? UFC, America 250, what a great collaboration here.
Greatest country in the world, bar none. I've been everywhere in the world, lived in many different places. And myself, my family, where they come from, compared to America, you just can't. I think America is the greatest country. We should always be doing everything to push this country forward. There's always going to be something you can say about a president or something, or an administration. But I really think Trump has done amazing. And putting this show together should be a joining of everybody, because everybody get behind fighting. You don't have to understand what's going on. You don't have to speak the language of the commentators to know what fighting is. Nobody has to explain it to you. So it's a good time for everybody to come together and get behind the country. It sucks that some ain't, but whatever. But the fights are going to be amazing. I mean, they gave us a great card. The main event, Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria, is going to be phenomenal. The co-main event, Cyril Gane versus Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is possibly going to be a 3-time UFC champion. He's won it at middleweight. He's won that light heavyweight, and now he's going for his heavyweight title. So there's a lot of history as well on this card. We got some Americans as well that they could bring the victory for us. I think the main event is tough for the American. I'm going with the Spaniard on this one. I think the Spaniard's going to be too good for him. But there is some other matchups that we could win. We also got Bo Nichols, standout, U.S. standout on the card. Derek Lewis versus Hulk is going to be a great fight. You know, Hulk is probably going to be fighting for the title at some point.
Top to bottom, this card, you're right, is absolutely incredible. But Jorge, I have to get to this. Like every Monday on UFC on Paramount Plus, you break down the fight with former fighters on Deep Waters. I mean, so what can viewers expect when they tune in to that show?
On Deep Waters?
Yeah.
You expect the realest mother on TV.
Good catch there.
Just letting it loose. You know, here's a good thing. Everybody that's on that panel has fought at the highest level of fighting, and usually, you know, the host won't be too well educated as far as like getting on the actual mats and having done it. Our host, Dean Thomas, has thrown down in the UFC, competed for many years, and then we got great guys like Dustin Poirier and Chris Weidman. You know, who doesn't love those guys? So I'm honored to be with those guys, sharing the desk and just having a good ass time.
Yeah, I'm sure people will be tuned in, and not this coming Monday as well, but
this
the following Monday. There you go.
This
and the following Monday as well, after UFC Freedom 250, UFC legend and UFC YouTube host of Deep Waters, Jorge Masvidal. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Jorge.
Yes.
Well, more to come.
America. Wake up. Wake up, America.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.